This week, representatives from all over the world have been meeting in Kingston, Jamaica, to discuss new rules on mining for minerals from the bottom of the ocean. Commercial deep-sea mining has not yet begun, but scientists are already warning nations about the possible consequences for marine life.
The race for raw materials is heating up, and there's a new battlefield, the deep ocean, home to untapped sources of critical minerals. For mining companies, this little rock here is like a treasure chest. It's packed with substances like cobalt, nickel, and copper. Exactly what we need today for EVs, batteries, and wind turbines. But there are concerns.
It's really too early to start any mining activities. It's too early because we don't know about the ocean. We know maximum of 1% of the deep sea, maximum 1%.
Deep sea mining hasn't started yet. Almost 170 countries are currently meeting at the International Seabed Authority in Jamaica to debate how, or even if, it should begin. Some governments, backed by industry, are rushing to secure these minerals for their economies. China is leading the charge, with 5 exploration licenses, followed by Russia and South Korea. In April, the US President Donald Trump signed an executive order to fast-track mining in international waters, bypassing the ISA altogether. Many fear this could trigger a free-for-all race for the seafloor. One of the most vocal opponents to mining is the Pacific island nation of Palau. Its president joined protests outside the ISA meeting in Kingston.
And now we see the deep sea being claimed by countries all around the world. But the people that live on it, that depend on it, are being shut out of the opportunity to defend it.
Over 950 scientists and nearly 40 governments now support a moratorium to pause mining, citing ecological risks. As well as providing a habitat for a multitude of biodiversity, oceans store about 25% of our carbon emissions every year. Mining could disturb that. Scientists say protecting the bottom of the ocean is crucial.
It provides ecosystem services that you and I benefit from on a daily basis, whether that is regulating our climate by absorbing heat and sequestering carbon, to supporting fisheries that billions around the world rely on. So without it, we really just wouldn't be here today.
The ISA's mandate is to balance resource extraction with environmental protection. Many observers here say the two might not go hand in hand. What happens here in Kingston could open the floodgates to a new era of extraction, or mark a turning point in how we protect the planet's last untouched frontier.
And for more on this, I can now bring in Sarah Varda from the W Environment, who joins us from Kingston, where that conference is being held. Sarah, where do things stand at as this conference is coming to a close?
So delegations around the world have been working very hard on the mining codes, but they still didn't agree upon many items there. And more countries started to ask more general questions like, what will happen with the profits that might come from the deep sea mining? How will it be distributed among the member states? Will it be distributed equally? Will it be distributed according to their populations? Will it be distributed according to their GDP? So they have been asking and discussing a lot about these topics. And today on the agenda, on the last day, they are going to discuss and see if they want to create a general policy for environmental protection.
Now, so far, deep-sea mining hasn't even started in earnest yet. What time frame are we looking at here? When do you think things could really kick off?
Yeah, that's a very important question. And so there are two ways to look at it. One is a political, from a political point of view. And as we heard in the report, the special envoy for the French president called for 10 to 15 years so that the science can keep researching and to see what would be the consequences of the deep sea mining. But then there's another question of how ready the industry is. And the experts I talked to, they tell me at least they need 10 years to be able to build up the capacity of enough ships that can make an actual difference in the supply of these metals.
Now, in your report, you mentioned that Donald Trump is looking to fast-track mining. How big of a threat is this into this global effort to regulate mining?
So there are a lot of topics that the state members need to agree on, but this is not one of them. They all showed an unwavering support to uphold the international rules and regulations, and many countries condemned the US's unilateral actions. Brazil said that any goods that might come from this unilateral mining will be illegal. China said US should respect the what is designated as the common heritage of all humankind, and the US should not take it by force what belongs to all humanity. President of Panama said this would be piracy and this would be a recipe for disaster.
Now, very briefly, if you can, could this trigger a race to the bottom?
I mean, that's $1 million question. Many delegations worry about that, but they all showed that they don't want this to happen, and they're going to work hard to make sure that this doesn't happen. But then the question is the exclusive economic zone of each country, and they can do whatever they want basically in their own backyard. But in international waters, 169 countries here say, no, this shouldn't happen.
DW's Serdar Vara there reporting from Kingston, Jamaica. Thank you very much, Serdar.